Jerry Bonato, Qualcomm Stadium. I am Jay. Paul. Justin. Big pile of stuff. Want to buy some? It's all good.
Inside Monster Jam. Presented by 1-800-COLLECT.
And like they say in Hollywood, cue the bulldozer, baby. What's up? Jerry B. Inside Monster Jam, presented by 1-800-COLLECT. I am here. This is it. My first U.S. Off-Road Championship Series. And I heard you're having a good time. I thought I'd come down.
Hey, Jerry, good to have you here. So what do you think of the Pro Quads, Thunder Bikes, the Stadium Sports Trucks, the Stadium Lights, and the modified buggies?
And the Monsters. I think it's great. It's going to be cool. They just opened up the doors, and the fans are going to pack this place any minute now. San Diego. Why don't we kick it off right here, right now, with my personal favorite, the Monster Truck Racing.
Monster Trucks.
8 of the top monster trucks in the nation were on hand in San Diego to show their support for the U.S. Off-Road Championship Series. It was a unique opportunity for the Monsters to race on an off-road style track, which meant more turns, tabletops, and longer runs for the big guys all set to go in a sun-soaked Qualcomm Stadium.
Yeah, the Monsters go out here and put on a little show, you know, and have a good time out here in San Diego. It looks like we're going to have a lot of fun. Big track, you know, it's going to be fun. I like watching the trucks and the buggies and stuff. The buggies get crazy, man.
In one of the more serious interviews I've ever done in my historic television career, I'm here with Dennis Anderson, a.k.a. The Gravedigger. Dennis, good morning.
Good morning, Jerry.
Aren't you glad I'm not like that?
Yeah, I've seen you like that, though.
Let's talk about the cool off-road series.
Hey, it's cool, man.
Isn't it?
Yeah, the stadium lights, they're really cool. They've got good suspension on them, man. Those things are fun to watch. The Thunder Bikes, they're awesome. They get a bunch of air. Anything that gets air and goes crazy and slings dirt, man, I love it.
You like that, huh?
Yeah.
It has a motor.
That's it, man.
Hey, you want to shut that thing off? I'm talking to Dennis Anderson, the Gravedigger. He'll come over and drive through your house. I got to go racing. All right, bye.
He wasn't kidding, as Gravedigger was off and running, taking on Bigfoot in the single-lap race. The trucks had plenty of room to open it up, and Dan Runny did just that, launching the Bigfoot Ford off the tabletop jump, then digging into the mud-drenched corners. Then it's Gravedigger barreling his way towards the jump. He gained plenty of speed, going up and nearly over as he nosedived off the tabletop. This girl couldn't believe her eyes. Here it is again. Digger was sidelined with technical problems as Dan Runty and Bigfoot took the win. Craig Christensen and Dragon Slayer ran a strong race, but proved no match for Sky Hartley and Snakebite as he got huge air off the jump to advance the Reptile Ford. Sky then did it for Pete Performance in round 2 to get the best of Ron Nelson and Bustin' Loose, advancing Snakebite. Brian Womack and Barefoot went huge off the jump, taking out Monster Patrol and moving the Big Red Dodge ahead with a commanding performance on the long track. Chuck Jordan and Survivor was tearing it up, but then came Dan Runty and Bigfoot powering over the jump to get his second win of the day. You better believe the fans were fired up as Barefoot, Snakebite, Bigfoot, and Gravedigger were set to square off in a special off-road final showdown in San Diego.
Okay, there's a big fat dose of monster trucks for you kids out there. What's happening?
Nothing, just getting ready to race.
Get that race car look going here with the, you know, the driving suit and the whole.
Yeah, I gotta look good for all the fans out here, but it's awful muddy out there, so maybe I'll stay clean.
All right, when we come back after the break, we're going to have stadium lights, Thunder Bikes, buggies. It's just going to be madness. You ready?
Yeah, I can't ready to watch the big race and watch all the big air of everybody.
We got to go now because he has to do some more autographs.
Inside Monster Jam. Pro Quads.
Let's talk about the off-road series. Is that a good time for you guys?
Oh, yeah, this is a good time. I mean, it brings everybody from all over the country together, and the competition's tough, and we put on a really good show for the crowd, so.
What about the fans?
Oh, these stadium races bring the fans. I mean, you know, in Vegas last weekend, we had a record crowd of like 28,000, so, you know, it brings the people, and the people get to see the quads go and see the potential, and, you know, they enjoy the show.
We were going to do this interview near the outhouses because the blue would set off your eyes, or so you said.
Yeah, why not, huh?
Hey, if we're going to be really serious and we're going to have tough racing out there on the track, let's have a little fun during the interview. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm game. Yeah, it's going to be some good racing. The track, hopefully the sun stays out. The track will dry out a little bit. It looks better than I thought it would. and it should make for some good tight racing.
There's the flag, and the Pro Quads are off as number 2, Tim Farr, jumps in front and sneaks in the hole shot on the rest of the pack. Farr was running well with number 53, Corey Ellis, close on his trail as Shane Hitt and Jeremy Schell battle for third. Then Ellis' quad stalls mid-race, opening up a second-place position, quickly filled by points leader Shane Hitt. Ellis' disappointment is obvious as number 2, Tim Farr, brings home the win in Pro Quads over Shane Hitt and Jeremy Schell.
Taking the Pro Quad win here in San Diego. What do you mean it was too easy?
I don't know, man. Just a great start, and really didn't have any real bad pressure the whole way through.
That's because the traction is just too perfect.
Yeah, the track was awesome tonight. I mean, you couldn't have had more traction out here. Just it was really hard on the bike, but I loved it.
All right, man. Good job.
Hitt's second-place finish keeps him in the points lead as Farr moves up to third.
Hey, what do you guys want to see?
We want to see a closer look.
All right.
A closer look.
Inside Monster Jam, let's go up close with Bob Fisher. Bob, tell me about this bright green, high-intensity monster truck called the Liquidator.
Well, this is a 1997 Ford-style monster truck. It's all fiberglass body. It's running a 572-inch blown alcohol-injected motor.
What's important about being a monster truck driver? What do you like about doing this thing for a living or a hobby or whatever you do?
The big thing is come out in front of the people, pleasing the fans, and it's fun to drive, too.
More IMJ Racing.
In Cincinnati Cycle Wars action, number 901, Terry Bernard, beat out the hard-charging Chuck Simmons on number 81 for the whole shot. The two would run in close contention for most of the race. Bernard handled his bike efficiently to maintain his lead over the rest of the pack. However, a misjudgment on the jump cost him just enough to enable number 58, Lenny Saver, to take advantage and pull into first on the final lap, taking the win away from Bernard. Tell us about that last lap. Did you just see a hole?
Well, I've been doing it all night, going kind of close by the car, so I know I could get on the last lap, so I went for it.
The Jammer Question of the Week, presented by 1-800-COLLECT.
Hi, my name is Jill. My jammer question is, what type of training do you need to drive a monster truck?
While you ponder this week's Jammer question, check out the IMJ calendar. Monster Jam invades the Lebanon Valley Speedway in West Lebanon, New York, tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Then goes to the America West Arena, July 31st through August 1st in Phoenix, Arizona. Peterson Ford U.S. Truck Fest featuring the U.S. Hot Rod Monster Jam hits Stafford Motor Speedway in Stafford Springs, Connecticut, August 1st and 2nd. Then continues at the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia, September 11th and 12th. Then the 4x Fun Fest kicks in at the Hagerstown Speedway in Hagerstown, Maryland, September 19th and 20th. And also at the DeKalb County Fairgrounds in Sandwich, Illinois, that same weekend.
Inside Monster Jam. We'll be right back. The Jammer Answer of the Week, presented by 1-800-COLLECT.
Hello, I'm Eric Meager, driver of the Stinger truck, and I have the answer to this week's Jammer question. What it takes to be a monster truck driver and how to get there. The training you need, actually, you have to start out as a crew person or a mechanic for one of the monster trucks. It's the best way to work your way up. Learn the mechanics of the vehicle first. The only way to do that is hands-on.
Stadium Lights.
How's it going today?
Going good now that the weather's clearing up and going to give us a break.
You've been down looking at the track. It's muddy down there.
I just came back, and they're doing a great job of grooming it, getting it pulled together, scraping off the mud off the top of it. But, you know, it's just soaked. There's a lot of rain here the last couple days, and it's just soaked. That's all it is.
In brief, talk to me real quick about the Stadium Lights. This thing looks like it's a lot of fun. You get strapped in, you get some power.
They have a real good power-to-weight ratio, fast, agile, quick, but they're real safe, and they're just a lot of fun to drive.
It's number 5, Joe Price, taking a bump and the early lead in Stadium Lights action. But number 4, Bob Briggs, was ready to take a bite out of the leader. Out of my way. It's Bob Briggs aggressively taking over the first place position. Moments later, Briggs misses a shift in the turn, and it's Joe Price regaining the lead in the number 5 car. Then comes number 81, Todd Whitman, to bump Briggs in the third place. But don't count him out, as number 4, Bob Briggs, squeezes through the gap to earn the victory in Stadium Lights over a puzzled Whitman and Price.
Joe Price was pretty much pulling out through the whole race. How'd you overtake him?
I think there was a couple of slippery spots. There's a place in here where we got down under the plywood. He got sideways. I got underneath him. And, it just gave me an opening and an opportunity, and I took it.
Price maintains a significant points lead with a pair of Whitmans peppered in the top 5.
Arena Cross moment.
Keep your eye on the number 4 bike, because it's Chad Pedersen exploding off the line to take the $100 1-900 Pro Race hole shot check in PJ1 Arena Cross action from Utah. But then comes the number 1 bike creeping up from behind as Buddy Antonez goes strong off the jump, making the pass and a little contact to put his Suzuki in the lead. once past the Kawasaki, Antonez set sail to collect his second straight championship in the very first of the 4 races on the weekend.
Monster Trucks.
I'm Ann Ford. We're in Rosemont, right outside of Chicago for the Monster Truck Jam. Everyone's piling in, as you can see. They can't wait to see this stuff. Let's go check it out.
High five, my man. Yeah. Scarf down those hot dogs and hurry to your seats because the big wheels are taken to the track. Kirk Dabney and Extreme Overkill are raring to go. Let's get this thing underway. First up, it's Dennis Anderson's Gravedigger, driven by Pablo Huffaker, going up against Gary Bauer in Nightmare 2. Digger has electrical problems after the first jump as Nightmare continues to shred the roundy-round course. Pablo refires the Digger, but it's too late as Nightmare 2 advances.
You had a bit of a tough run there. What happened?
When I came over the first set of cars, my main power switch shut off, which shut down the whole truck. I had to refire it, and then I was scrambling real hard, not tore her up, trying to catch back up.
Monster Patrol's lights were ablaze, and so were the menacing eyes of Reptoid as Jim Jack jumps to the early lead. Reptoid was stuck in the corners, but Brian Welch hammers the jump, taking Monster Patrol into the final turn. A slight stutter cost him plenty as Jim Jack and Reptoid come roaring over the final jump to take the win, advancing into the second round. Dan Runty and Bigfoot blast past Virginia Giant in the first round, advancing the Ford into round 2, where he would take on Barefoot, who had defeated Extreme Overkill. Brian Womack gets a good jump off the crushed cars in the Big Red Dodge, but it's Bigfoot with the lead as Dan Runty powers his Ford into the final showdown with a strong finish for the fans. Nightmare 2 and Reptoid were left to battle it out for the final spot as Gary Bauer sails over the jump. Then Reptoid takes out the lane post and Nightmare 2 as Jim Jack advances his Chevy into the final.
You got some tough competition out there for the finals. How do you plan to overtake them all?
That's exactly right. We got Bigfoot in the finals, and I plan to go out there and just run my own race and pretend like he's not even there, and hopefully I'll come out with the win.
Bigfoot gets the jump on Reptoid, and that was pretty much it, as Dan Runty and Team Bigfoot take the win in Day 2 at the Chicago Monster Jam.
All right, Dan, congratulations on your victory. How'd you do it?
Actually, just like we said, we went back out there, Mark and I talked about it, ran a little harder around the corners, make up a lot of time in the corners. Inside Monster Jam's rocking with Bigfoot today.
Thunderbikes.
How's the series been going for you?
Oh, I've only ridden one race so far, and it went pretty well. A little rubbing and bumping, but it's all fun.
Yeah, but who's the points leader?
That would be me.
Oh.
Notice how I slipped right into that segue.
What do you think of him leading? You having any of that or what?
Oh, yeah, I just would like to win one of these races here before it's all over. So if I can help Spud win, that'd be great. But if I have the chance, then I think I'm just going to have to take it all for myself.
And whoever wins gets to be interviewed by me.
Well,
that's a depressing.
That's enough to let it all hang right there.
Number 57, Doug Dubach, burst out in front to take the whole shot away from number 5, Robert Naughton. Dubach ran his Yamaha aggressively on the muddy course, maintaining a comfortable lead on the pack, while Mike Healy and Scott Myers battle for second. Then Healy gets bumped and whacked in the turn. He's out of competition as Dubach continues his reign with number 12 close behind. Everyone was chasing the 57 bike, but Dubach was dominating the course with the confidence of a seasoned veteran. No one touches him today as Doug Dubach sails to victory in San Diego Thunderbikes, ahead of teammate Walters and number 12 Scott Myers. Bud Walters remains in the points lead ahead of Schoening and Healy.
All I can say is they can't teach an old dog new tricks, and you got it wired.
Well, thanks, Jerry. You know, I knew after last week that start was the most important thing, so I really thought I got to get the start, and I got it. So then once I had the start, I knew it was going to be tough for anyone to get by me, but, you know, everything went my way.
That's what I like to hear. Hey, we're going to go to break right now, and when we come back, more action from San Diego.
Thanks.
Local boy, right here, right now, Doug Dubach. Good job.
Thanks.
Inside Monster Jam. Super modified buggies.
And now, a word from Dr. Bradley.
Dr. Bradley, let's get crazy instead of being straight.
You're going to get crazy in this tonight?
Gonna get real crazy. I hope to stick it right up front.
Talk about air in these things. You can get that thing up there, plant it.
Oh, we get big air on those tabletops.
What the kids like.
The kids really like the big air. They like the trucks too, but let me tell you, these buggies are fast.
There was plenty of bumping in the super modified buggies race as points leader Jerry Welchel managed to get the whole shot, then took off from there. The California native stayed out front as number 11 Larry Fodwell pursued. Number 70 Tom Bradley Jr. was forced out with a blown tire and engine. Tough break as Welchel was just all over the muddy track. Check this out. Superb handling by the leader. Fodrell and Witherell were running strong in the top 5, chasing the number 12 buggy, but they weren't touching him today, as Jerry Welchel triumphs over the pack ahead of Fodrell and Elrod.
How's the track treating you today? It looks like it's in pretty good shape.
Well, the track is really beautiful. I mean, those guys had to move the dirt out of Vegas, bring it to San Diego. They've been working their butts off, man. The rain's been killing us, but they've been doing a great job. I got to thank Pace and everybody with them because they're doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, their hard work paid off, and so did yours, Jerry. You gave a great show. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Welchel remains the points leader in a very competitive top 5.
I Am Today feature.
You may ask yourself, what do baseball MVP Ken Griffey Jr., Bigfoot, the original monster truck, and Santa have in common, especially in July? The All-Star Cafe, of course. It's Christmas in July as the United States Hot Rod Association and the All-Star Cafe teamed up with Bigfoot to provide gifts for children in need. Downtown Atlanta was quaking as the Bigfoot truck came rolling down the street, chock full of gifts. Superstar Ken Griffey Jr. palled around with Santa and Bigfoot, handing out gifts donated by the USHRA. The media flocked to the event to capture the smiles and thrills as the youngsters met their hero, who was a bit starstruck himself.
You know, I rode some four-wheelers, but nothing like this. This is a lot of fun.
Hey, Rick.
You know, you've seen Bigfoot on TV, and I got an opportunity to ride him.
Griffey's son was on hand and even got to ride in Bigfoot. No doubt it left quite an impression on the 4-year-old who wants to go to his first Monster Jam.
Right now, he's really interested in trucks, so I guess we'll go. Yeah, he asked for one for Christmas, so I got to negotiate right now.
Everyone had a great time, and there were plenty of autographs from the star, who was quick to note the sentiment behind the whole event.
It's important to give back, and if you give a kid an opportunity and he takes full advantage of it, that's all you can ask. You know, as long as they have opportunity and means to do something with their lives and be a positive influence on other people, I think that's what young adults like myself have to do.
How about we do a little piece right now, do some cool freestyling?
All right, whatever.
You down with that?
Yeah, man, whatever it takes.
Now, part 2. How about we do it with the fire-breathing, ground-pounding,
axle-ringing, piston-popping.
Yeah, the grave digger. What do you think?
Hey, sounds great.
Okay, while I'm going to have that be running, I want you to sign my copy, your video, and I'm really touched. Wait, I have a pen. Domination. My friend D.A., Tennessee Edison. Grave digger, please sign it. My name's Jerry Bernardo. I'm a Virgo. My turn-ons are fall, candy, soccer games from Europe in a funny language I can't understand, and monster truck.
I'm just going to sign my name just in case you get in a pinch and you need a cab or something. You can sell the tape.
You'll come and
get
pick
your
me
cab
up.
ride.
Yeah.
Freestyle.
When you freestyle, what's the most favorite thing you like to do?
Getting major air, hitting the ground, surviving, and taking off and doing something else. Blast the motor, flip it in high gear, and just get it spinning out. They love to see monsters go and go and go. If I had a fuel tank that was 100 gallons on this thing, they'd love to see me drive this truck till I beat every nut and bolt off of it. And I'd love to do it for them.
How can anyone be depressed when Dennis Anderson is showing off in the Gravedigger? When we come back, Stadium Sport Truck Showdown and the Monster Truck Finale. The big blowout, it's huge, stick around, it's fun, kids love it, blah, 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 blah.
Inside Monster Jam. Stadium Sport Trucks.
Okay, Raul, how'd you get the nickname Rocket?
It was just something that before we knew it, we've been taking off on a few jumps and landing pretty high, and the next thing you know, I was called the Rocket.
Pace puts on a great show, but one of the things they did on purpose, they made the lifts bigger. They want bigger air. The fans dig it.
Oh, they definitely did. Look, we've been running out on these tabletops out here, 10 feet, 12 feet in the air. Fans are going to love it.
Johnny G, you're going to have some fun. You'll have to speak up.
Oh, yeah, it looks like we're going to have the weather hold out and the track shaping up, and, hey, we'll go at it.
Hey, got a lot of fans out there.
Yeah, you know, that's why I came back.
Johnny Greaves out of De Pere, Wisconsin, was first in the turn, taking the whole shot in the number 1 truck, then opening it up from there. He was enjoying a significant lead over the pack when a bobble in the turn sends him wide, a rare mistake for Greaves, as number 70, Randy Eller, was quick to take advantage. The Rocket Man, number 3, Raul Flores, had a run-in with the number 23 truck, sending him back as Greaves continued the chase after the leader, Eller. Meanwhile, number 38, Larry Bayard, killed the field with a quarter panel, looking to harvest the points championship as he cruised in third place. And then came Greaves, and he was on a mission. He toyed with Eller in the turn, then made his move on the last lap to overtake him with a burst of speed in the whoops as Johnny Greaves bustled his number 1 Toyota truck to yet another win, with Bayard coming in second and Eller dropping to fourth. Bayard still tops the points, followed by Soren and Flores, with Greaves nestled in fourth.
You just got the thumbs up from Ella. You guys were having a good battle. He just couldn't put the motor to you, though.
Yeah, you know, we were getting side by side. He made a pass on me there, and then when I got next to him again, I thought I saw a puff of smoke. I think he lost some coolant or something. He had to back out of it, but boy, that was shaping up to be a good race.
Best thing about you winning is you don't have to be involved with all the madness. Stadium Sport Trucks, carnage, just body parts littered the track.
Yeah, my toughest battle was missing them as I was running them over. You know, there's trucks and pieces laying everywhere, but hey, that's what sport truck racing's all about.
Hey, you've been waiting all day, all night, and your whole life. It's time for the Monster Truck Showdown. Check it out.
There's never a shortage of cameras at an IMJ event, so make sure to straighten your hat, have a big smile, and look pretty. Or just freak out. It doesn't matter, because the big guys are taking to the field. Monster Patrol kicks things off with a high-flying, crowd-shaking freestyle to get the crowd in gear for the showdown, and they were pumped. More monsters, please. No problem. Ron Nelson and Bustin' Loose were all over the off-road track. Forget the nachos, Timmy. Check that out. Nelson goes over and out as Bustin' Loose capsized, much to the delight of the fans. Bring them out. It's time for the showdown as Bigfoot headed to his mark, as did the Big Dodge from Pontoon Beach, Illinois. It was Barefoot ready to stomp. Dennis Anderson was at a sizable disadvantage, considering the Digger was set to roll with a flat rear tire. But the show must go on. Snakebite pounced first at the line, and all 4 monsters went at it. Grave Digger was tearing it up, flat tire and all, as he made his way around the muddy course, while Brian Womack dug those 66-inch tires into the track, getting a gargantuan leap off the tabletop. Digger was still in contention despite the handicap, and Dan Runte blazed his own trail on the long course, powering the Bigfoot Ford into the turn. Dennis Anderson got sideways in the corner, then headed into the jump with pretty much only a nub for a rear tire. Unbelievable, but he refused to give in. It was a symphony of monsters in San Diego, and the conductor was Sky Hartley as the flag dropped and Snakebite took the 1/900 Pro Race Final Showdown in Qualcomm Stadium. But it's not over. The champion showed his stuff in a victory lap. Up on 2 wheels, all right. Then he gunned it into the tabletop for major air and a major good time for all.
Experience it with me now, the sweet smell of victory with Sky Hartley. Snakebite taking the big win. Leave him alone. How's it feel?
Feels real good. This off-road series is just awesome, man. I love it.
You know, it's funny. I don't know if you noticed it, but Gravedigger blew the tire up, went through the barrier. It was insane.
Yeah, I noticed when he was pulling up to the line that he was losing a little air in his tire, and it's like, well, I don't think he'll be much of a competitor today. But there was 2 other trucks I had to worry about. I went out and took them, too.
You know what? If she's chewing gum during this interview, you're in so much trouble.
I have no gum in my mouth, Jim.
Good job, Sky. All right, that's it from San Diego. This off-road thing is really great. Good action. Look at it. You can't fake the smile when you have fun. Ah, cut it out. They're always kissing me.
Next IMJ, we're going where the Great Plains meet the Rockies. It's the Peterson Ford U.S. Truck Fest, kicking off at Pikes Peak International Raceway in Colorado Springs. Pepsi Extreme Off-Road Racing, Trailmaster Rough Trucks, Mud Racing, and of course, plenty of monsters are all going to show you a stomping good time in the mud and dirt. It's all coming at you Tuesday, October 6th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. That's Tuesday, October 6th at 6:30 p.m. Nobody else is going to give you non-stop Truck Fest action like Inside Monster Jam, presented by 1-800-COLLECT.